Traveling offers a thrilling opportunity to explore the world and immerse in diverse cultures. Yet some destinations don't always meet expectations. Overcrowding, high costs, and unmet hype can make certain popular spots feel disappointing. This video will highlight 10 overrated tourist destinations, exploring why they might not justify your time and money. 1. The Eiffel Tower, Paris, France. The Eiffel Tower is undoubtedly one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world, and it attracts millions of visitors each year. However, for many, visiting this iconic structure can be a disappointment. Why it's overrated. The area around the Eiffel Tower is often packed with tourists, making it hard to enjoy the experience. Long lines and overcrowded spaces can detract from the romance and charm many associate with Paris. Visiting the Eiffel Tower can be quite expensive, especially if you want to take the elevator to the top. Restaurants and cafes nearby tend to be pricey as well. Paris offers many other beautiful spots with views of the city, such as Montmartre or the Arc de Triomphe. Some people believe these locations provide a more authentic Parisian experience. 2. Times Square, New York City, USA. Times Square is often portrayed as the heartbeat of New York City, with its bright lights, billboards, and energetic atmosphere. But while it may look exciting on TV, the reality can be quite different. Why it's overrated. Times Square is always bustling with tourists, making it difficult to move around or take in the sights. The large crowds can make the experience more stressful than enjoyable. The constant flashing advertisements and chain restaurants take away from any sense of New York's culture and charm. It can feel like a giant commercial rather than an authentic city experience. New York is full of unique neighborhoods like Greenwich Village, Brooklyn, and the Upper West Side, which offer more genuine experiences and are much less crowded. 3. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, Pisa, Italy. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is an iconic symbol of Italy and one of the most photographed monuments in the world. While it's an impressive sight, it may not live up to the expectations of every visitor. Why it's overrated. The Leaning Tower is really the only reason most tourists visit Pisa. And once you've taken a few pictures, there's not much else to see. Many travelers feel that the town doesn't offer enough to justify a long stay. The area around the tower is constantly filled with tourists posing for photos, making it hard to get a clear view or enjoy the structure without distractions. Climbing the tower requires a ticket, which can feel like an unnecessary expense for some visitors, especially when there are other beautiful Italian cities nearby, like Florence or Rome. 4. The Hollywood Walk of Fame, Los Angeles, USA. The Hollywood Walk of Fame is a stretch of sidewalk with stars embedded in the pavement, honoring celebrities in the entertainment industry. It's one of the most famous landmarks in Los Angeles, but many visitors leave feeling disappointed. Why it's overrated. While Hollywood is often associated with glitz and glamour, the reality is that the Walk of Fame is in a rather run-down area. The sidewalks are often dirty, and the neighborhood doesn't have the luxurious feel that some might expect. Many tourists hope to catch a glimpse of their favorite stars, but celebrity sightings in this area are rare. Los Angeles has plenty of other attractions such as the Griffith Observatory, Santa Monica Beach, or the Getty Center, which offer more enjoyable and scenic experiences. 5. The Great Wall of China, Beijing, China. The Great Wall of China is an ancient architectural marvel, and visiting it is on many travelers' bucket lists. However, for some, the experience doesn't live up to the hype. Why it's overrated. The most accessible parts of the wall, especially near Beijing, are often packed with tourists, making it hard to appreciate the scale and beauty of the structure. Some sections of the wall are lined with souvenir shops and fast food stalls, which can take away from the historical significance of the site. There are quieter, less visited parts of the Great Wall, such as Simatai or Jinshanling, that offer a more peaceful and authentic experience. 6. The Colosseum, Rome, Italy. The Colosseum is one of Rome's most famous landmarks and a symbol of ancient Roman history. While it's undoubtedly impressive, some visitors leave feeling underwhelmed. Why it's overrated. The Colosseum is one of the most visited tourist attractions in the world, which means long wait times and crowded spaces. This can make the experience feel rushed and uncomfortable. Tickets to enter the Colosseum can be quite pricey, and some visitors feel that the cost doesn't match the experience. Rome is filled with historical landmarks and attractions, such as the Roman Forum, the Pantheon, and the Vatican. Some travelers feel that these sites offer more value and a richer experience than the Colosseum. 7. Santorini, Greece. Santorini is often depicted as a paradise with stunning views, whitewashed buildings, and crystal clear waters. However, while it's beautiful, the reality can sometimes fall short of expectations. Why it's overrated. Santorini is a small island, and during the summer months, it can become overwhelmed with tourists. This can make it difficult to find a quiet spot or even a place to sit in a restaurant. Santorini is one of the most expensive destinations in Greece, with high prices for accommodation, food, and activities. For many, the cost doesn't justify the experience. Greece has many other beautiful islands, such as Naxos or Crete, which offer similar scenery, without the crowds and high prices. 8. Machu Picchu, Peru. Machu Picchu is one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world, and is often at the top of travelers' bucket lists. However, visiting this ancient Incan city can be more challenging and less enjoyable than anticipated. Why it's overrated. Getting to Machu Picchu requires a long journey, often involving multiple modes of transportation, including flights, trains, and buses. For some, the effort required to reach the site isn't worth the experience. Despite its remote location, Machu Picchu attracts thousands of visitors daily, leading to crowded pathways and limited opportunities to explore the site at your own pace. The weather at Machu Picchu can be unpredictable, with heavy rain or fog often obscuring the view, which can be disappointing after making the long journey. 9. The Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. The Pyramids of Giza are one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and a symbol of Egypt's rich history. However, some visitors leave feeling let down by the experience. Why it's overrated. The area around the pyramids is filled with souvenir vendors, tour guides, and camel rides, which can make the experience feel more like a commercial attraction than a historical site. The pyramids attract huge crowds of tourists, which can make it difficult to appreciate their grandeur. Additionally, the constant noise and activity can detract from the sense of awe that many expect. Egypt is home to many other impressive ancient sites, such as the temples of Luxor or the Valley of the Kings, which offer more peaceful and less crowded experiences. 10. Stonehenge, England. Stonehenge is a prehistoric monument and one of the most famous landmarks in the United Kingdom. While it's an impressive structure, some visitors feel that the experience doesn't match the hype. Why it's overrated. Visitors aren't allowed to get too close to the stones, which can be disappointing for those hoping to explore the site up close. The experience mainly involves walking around the perimeter at a distance. The area around Stonehenge has become quite touristy, with a visitor center, gift shop, and cafes. This can detract from the mystique and wonder of the ancient site. The UK is full of other fascinating historical sites, such as the castles of Wales, the Roman baths in Bath, or the picturesque countryside of the Lake District, which some visitors find more engaging and enjoyable. In conclusion, while these destinations frequently top travel bucket lists, they may not always meet the expectations set by media and tourism boards. Issues like overcrowding, commercialization, and high costs often make them feel overrated. Nonetheless, they remain worth visiting. Just remember to manage your expectations and plan accordingly. Enjoyed the video? Subscribe now for all our latest updates. Thanks!